Okay, so I don't think this thing worked for, I don't think it worked for Instagram. So I guess Instagram, I'm not going to go live. They really need to do something better about this. Hey, everybody, come on in. I have not been live in a while, but I've got some news. I've got some things to talk about tonight. And you want to get in here. You want to hear what is going on tonight. Um, as you know, I am Carmen Bernard. They call me Boss Lady. And tonight, I've got some news. I've got some big news. You've probably seen me post a couple of posts on Facebook on what I want to talk about tonight. All right. I do not see how I can get this Instagram to go live. I'm going to attempt to just go live on Instagram without that. And I'm also going to attempt to share this live. And if you're in here, I want you to share this live because this is absolutely important, what I'm going to be talking about. This is how you get some money. I'm going to be talking about how you, yes, you, get some money because most of you will be eligible. Most of you will qualify to get some of this money. So let me go ahead and try to see if I can get this live to be shared and try to see if I all right, yes, if I can get this live to be shared out to some people, and you do me a favor and share this live as well. I'm going to go ahead and share it to a couple of groups that I need to share it to. But you guys want to get in here. It's really, really exciting what I'm going to be talking about. It's about how you get some money back for what you've been cheated out of. And they've found a way to help you to get back your money. So I am going to take my time here and get this live shared out. If you come in, share it out. I'm super, super excited. I am uber excited about this news right here. All right, so let me get this shared out to some people. And if you get in, come in here, I want you to share it out. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, somebody. Anybody listening to me? Anybody want to know what they need to do in order to reclaim, to get rid of some of that student loan debt that you have? And you, if you don't have student loan debt, I know that you know somebody who does have student loan debt. So I want to make sure that you are in here today to get this information. This is absolutely important information. I know you know somebody who's got student loan debt, that is suffering with student loan debt and want to find a way to get rid of, to get out of it. So I am sharing this information. So do me a favor and send this to 2-3 people. Get in here, tap in. There's some big, big, big news. This is some big news. If you have had a student loan, ever had a student loan, or currently have a student loan with Navient. You've seen you've seen that I have posted a couple of days ago. I posted about student loans and what we need to do to get rid of that student loan debt. So get in here, call somebody, tell somebody to tap in because this is important. All right, I'm sending this out to a couple of groups that I also know. And I'd like for you to share this, share the love, share the wealth. No stingy energy over here. We are going to share this out to some people. All right. It's really important. Like I said, I'm excited. I got some big news. Yeah, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Big, big, big news. You got student loan debt. You got your children that have student loan debt. You were a co-borrower on student loan debt. I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. It is for you tonight. Okay. All right. I'm in a big mood. Let's play that song. I'm in a big mood. I'm telling you. So share this out tonight. I really, really need you to tap in and listen. Invite somebody. If you have a student loan debt, put student loan in the comment. If you know somebody that has student loan debt, put student loan in the comments. All right. So listen. I'm talking about Navient. I am sure that you heard of the you may not have heard this, but trust me, you can go look it up. It's out there. Navient, the big giant, has been banned from ever servicing student loan. Now, you know, Navient has actually been out of the game for a while, right? Many of you have seen your student loans just change. It used to be Sallie Mae, then it went to Navient, and now it may be with Aid Advantage, maybe with Mohelia, it may be with Nelnet, it may be with somebody else. It doesn't matter. If you ever had a student loan that was serviced by Navient, then I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. Let me see who else where I need to share this. Come on, guys, please share this live for me because we want to get people out of student loan debt. This is absolutely, absolutely important. I can't think who are the other people I need to share this to. Wait, I know. Let me share this to these sisters over here so that they can also know about this. Alrighty. Yeah. So Navient loans have been banned, right? Navient's loans have been banned. The Biden-Harris administration did that. Shout out to them. They have banned Navient loans. Listen, this is not something new. Janet said, I know someone who co-signed on her daughter's student loan and Navient took the money out of her account. Please let me know if money can be retrieved. Listen, that's very good. That's a very good comment. Listen, even if your loans have been paid off, I don't care who you want to set yourself up to get some of this money back, right? If your loans have been paid off, if it's transferred, if it's with someone else, I don't care who it is, just go ahead and comment Navient in the comments because this is for you. If it's already been paid off, can you get it back? I don't know, but do you want to set yourself up so that you can get it back? 12 million people are eligible for this. 12 million people are eligible for this. Are you one of them? Right? So if you ever had Navient loans, and here it is, guys, it's not just federal loans. A lot of times when there's relief, it's just on federal loans, and nobody can do anything about nobody can do anything about the private loans. But this time, this applies not only to federal loans, it applies to private loans also, not just federal. So do not walk away and say, oh, I know they're not talking to me because there's no help for me. Listen, it's important. It's not for federal loans only. It's for private loans. It's not just for the borrower. It's for co-borrowers or co-signers, people that you've been in hell all this time. We're going to have some relief coming up, but there's some things that you got to do and some important things that you got to do. And that's why I am here today to talk about this so you know what are some things that you got to do about it. Okay, so let's spread the good news, get some people in here. And like I said, if this is for you, if you ever had an Navient loan, if you have a Navient loan, it's for everybody. No federal loans, private loans. If the loan is not with Navient anymore, I don't care if it's it doesn't matter if your loan is now with Aid Advantage. It doesn't matter if your loan is now with Nelnet. It doesn't matter if your loan is now with Mohelia. It does not matter. BIGFACS, what we do, we talk about money, we talk about wealth, we talk about how to grow your wealth, and we talk about those things that steal your wealth, and student loans are one of them, okay? And the biggest thing about student loans is not just the loan, it's the interest. It's the interest, especially when you were, quote unquote, when you applied for forbearance or when you applied for help, your loan was placed in forbearance, and guess what did not go into forbearance? Interest. It kept adding up. And your $30,000 loan became $150,000, $200,000, and $75,000, depending on whatever interest rate was on there and how it compounded. So it's absolutely important. Princess says Navient. Yes, there's many of us. If it's not us, we know somebody. If it's not us, we know someone. We know it's a child. We know it's a grandchild. We know it's a family member. Someone has a Navient loan, right? So I'm really, really excited about this conversation. This is the consumer CFPB, the Consumer Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, that has finally nailed the big student loan giant. And they're not a student loan giant anymore. Libby, hey, Libby. Hey, Libby. All right, yes. If you know somebody that has Navient loans, tag them. Tell them they need to get in here. They need to do what we're going to be talking tonight, because I am going to be I have a workshop coming up that you guys absolutely need to register for, so that we can make sure we're counted among the 12 million people that will be able to get some relief. And wouldn't it be great if we can get it all gone from your loans through Navient? All right. So tag somebody and get them in here. So let me give you a little bit of background. So Navient have been out of the federal student loan business for a while. This has happened. That's why all these federal loans has started being transferred to Aid Advantage, to Nelnet, to Mohelia, to all these different things. But now, and what happened was when Trump got into office, y'all, as soon as he got into office, January 20th, by January 26th, the department that was handling these student loans, Navient, that they put them all out of work. Nobody heard about that, but they were all gone. So this sat down there because they were banned from, they were stopped from handling any more federal student loans. But once Trump got in there, him and his crony Betsy DeVos, y'all might not know this, but she had a lot of stock in Navient. And so they ended up putting that department out of business. So we were all in limbo for a while. Well, now the Biden administration have gotten them reinstated, and they are handling this, right? They are handling this. And the Navient is now banned not only from federal student loans, but also from private student loans. Totally banned. Okay. And it's absolutely important why you need to hear this, what's going on. Okay. So the Biden administration has gotten this whole department reinstated back, and they are ready to stick it to these people. They're probably going to go bankrupt. But they've ordered that they have to pay $120 million in settlement, right? They've reached that. The settlement with Navient, $120 million, right? $100 million. They're going to have to use that to make people whole, or to pay restitution to some of the people that they have damaged. And then the other 20 million is going to be like for people who didn't hear anything about it, they were living under a rock or something like that. They come 20 years later and say, hey, I was hurt too. So they have to have that $20 million for a victim relief fund. Okay. So here it is. I'm telling you, this happened last week, Thursday, or a little bit before that. But in the settlement, the CFPB says that Navient would have to pay a $20 million penalty, which I told you is for the Victim Relief Fund, and $100 million. I'm reading word for word from here. You can go find it and read it. $100 million in relief to those impacted borrowers. Are you one of them? 12 million people are going to qualify for this. And here's the kicker, guys, right? If you heard this, it says that you will receive a check. You will just get a check in the mail. Eligible borrowers will get a check in the mail, right? All right, let me tell you who they're depending on to tell them that you had a Navient loan. The same people, Navient. Navient are going to tell them they're going to send the names of the people who were affected or whatever, and then you're supposed to get a check, right? But I'm going to tell you this. Navient, one of the reasons that Navient was in trouble was because they didn't want to do work. They didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to pay any more money. So they ended up damaging the student loan borrowers by some of their actions. And these were the things that they said that they did. The CFPB alleged that Navient misled and harmed student loan borrowers, and I'm reading word for word, by misleading borrowers about income-driven repayment plans. So let me tell you what happened. They were purposefully and incentivizing their employees to send people to deferrals and rather than the income-driven repayment plans, because it was easier. If they sent people through income-driven repayment plans, there was a lot of paperwork that would have to fill up. They would have to hire a bunch of people, and they would have had to pay out a lot of money to get that done. It was easier to get their workers, when you called in about your student loans, it was easier for them to steer you toward a deferral program that was going to have a whole bunch of higher costs and a whole lot of interest. If that happened to you, type me in the comments. If you were one of those people that they steered you into some sort of most expensive deferral program, forbearance program, that's the word I'm looking for, forbearance program, rather than working with you with the income-driven repayment plans that would have been cheaper for you in the end. I know you were probably glad, ooh, gosh, I don't have to make a payment. I don't have to pay anymore, or I only have to pay this amount, or I don't have to, they're going to put this into forbearance for another 3 years, or whatever it is, or they just continue to do that. They were harming you because you're ending up to spend much, much more money now. You're ending up spending much, much more money now on interest, which is depleting your wealth. And that's what BIGFACS Wealth Academy is about, is ensuring that you grow that wealth, preserve that wealth, protect that wealth. Well, first, let's go get some of this money back, because you are going to be eligible if you ever had a student loan that was handled by Navient, even if it's now transferred to someone else. But the CFPB alleged that Navient misled borrowers about income-driven repayment plans. Not only that, they botched payment processing. Many and a lot of you may have been affected by this and you don't even know, but they weren't applying people's payments properly. That's what was proven, and that's why they settled, and that's what they're gonna have to pay, right? They also harmed the credit of disabled borrowers, including severely injured veterans. Now, this part here, you guys should really be listening up, especially parents. If you co-signed on a loan, this is for you also. You need to get on this class too, because there's something you specifically need to do. You need to in order to make sure that your name is there, and they have to, quote unquote, have to respond to you. You want to be counted. So you were saying, and this was, they deceive borrowers about Navient's requirements for co-signers release. Janet, I know you said that someone's mom had co-signed, and there was that based on the rules, they didn't release people. She may also be eligible for some of this. So, and then last but not least, they mislead borrowers about improving their credit scores and the consequence of federal student loan rehabilitation. All right. So what are we going to do to help you? I have put out there a couple of times, at least 2 or 3 times in the past week, something about Navient loans. And in there, I put a link for you to go register for a workshop where we are actually going to be working. It's a workshop. We're going to be working, and we are going to be filing a complaint with the CFPB. Sorry, we'll be filing the complaint properly with the CFPB in order to make sure that you are one of the ones counted to get back this money, to get some money credited back on that student loan, or to get that loan completely erased, gone, kaput. All right. Now, the cost of the workshop is $16, $15.97, right? But you are going to know that you're going to do it correctly. You're going to do it the right way in order to make sure that your name is among those borrowers that are going to be able to get some money back. You're going to make sure that they respond to you personally. Now, if you don't want to, if you think you can do this on your own, go ahead. Just go ahead. Go to the CFPB and file it yourself. However, if you want to make sure that you're answering all of the questions correctly, you're using the legal language that you're supposed to use, you want to go ahead and sign up for that workshop. That workshop is going to be Saturday at 1 p.m. There's going to be a replay. So even if you couldn't do it, you're going to have the replay so that you can go back and ensure that you do this. But you must go ahead and register for that workshop that's taking place on Saturday. It is $16, right? I would pay $100 or more to make sure that the thousands of dollars that I have in student loan debt can be eradicated. So let's go ahead and make sure that you get on this workshop this Saturday. Do not miss it. Share this with somebody. I'm going to post the link. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. Let me post the link in the comments so that you can, let me post the link in the comments so that you guys can register for this class. So that you guys can register for this workshop. And it's a workshop because we will be working. It's only going to take us, about an hour, less than an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to get this done. But you want to be in the building for this. And like I said, if you got something else to do, it is recorded and you can do it yourself. Now, if you tried registering and it said you needed a code, it shouldn't say you need a code. There's no discount. If you're talking about a discount code, just go buy that. You put the one in and you should be able to go buy that. And if not, I'll check on that, but you shouldn't need any codes to register. You should be able to just register for it. So let me put the link in the comments here. All right, there's the link in the comments. But you should be able to just go ahead and register for that. And on Saturday, I see you there, and we are going to get this done so that our name will be where they have to respond to us, because otherwise you are dependent on Navient's people to give the CFPB the names of the people who were harmed by this. And we already know from history that they don't want to work and they don't want to spend any money. So you want to make sure that you get on there and make yourself counted, because they have to respond to you. I'm not telling you any things that I don't know. I have responded. I have done it already, and they have to respond to you within 15 days. So let's do it. The Navient Complaint Workshop, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Share this live. Share it out to somebody. Change somebody's life, because we have to get rid of these student loans and put this money back to where it's supposed to go. All right. Libby, I hope that you got through on there, but I'm going to be posting the link, and I'll make sure I check on it over the next couple of days, and you'll get a response. And Saturday you will be able to register, and we will get this done. All right. That's it for tonight. It's been a long time since I've been live, but this is absolutely important. I wanted to make sure that I come on and get this out here to you guys. You're absolutely welcome. And so I want to see you on Saturdays live. I may do one or two more, but listen, it's important that we do this now, right? If you haven't gotten something already in your mail, and some of y'all don't check y'all mail, if you haven't gotten something already in your email, then you need to do this so that you will be counted among those 12 million people. All right. So go ahead and register for that workshop. I may hold another one, but we want to get this in like by October, because we want to be counted among those 12 million people. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful evening, and let us work on protecting, preserving, and growing our wealth. Bye.